Hi everyone, my name is Susie Q and I am the owner and maker of Glitter with Susie Q. If you like the content that you're seeing, please like, subscribe, and share. You can also connect with me by Facebook, Instagram, and email. Hey you guys, we are back this week to make this super cute WTF Wine Turkey Family Thanksgiving Tumbler. Y'all, this is gorgeous. Just look at the shine on that glitter. Holy cow, it is beautiful. It is also a super easy and relatively quick cup to make. So if you need a hostess gift for this Thanksgiving, join along with me to learn how to make this, and I will teach you guys what I did. And if you don't mind, will you go ahead and will you hit like, subscribe, and share? If you are already a subscriber, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're not, just hit that subscribe button and problem solved. So today we're going to use this glitter called Harvest from the Glitter Chimp. And what I did was, I'm going to use the epoxy method in order to adhere my glitter like I always do, or most of the time I do. So I'm just taking a very thin amount and I am spreading it all over this spray painted tumbler. Now, y'all, don't do what I did and spray paint your tumbler white. I don't know what in the world I was thinking. Gold would have been a better choice. Brown would have been a better choice. Pretty much any other color then white would have been a better choice. Not that it looks bad or that you can really super tell, but there are parts when I look at this cup where I'm like, oh, yep, there's the white spray paint underneath. The whole point to spray painting your cup is that if a part of your cup doesn't get the full amount of glitter coverage that you like, you can't tell. And when you spray paint your tumbler white and you're using a super dark brown kind of mixed glitter like this, if your glitter doesn't cover everywhere that you wanted it to, yeah, you're gonna see a little bit of white through it. Again, it doesn't impact this cup super badly because this cup turned out gorgeous, but there are places that I see that I'm like, yeah, wish I had spray painted that brown, wish I had painted it gold, wish I had done anything and everything more than just painting this white. So learn from my mistake, painted a better color than I did, but this cup is absolutely gorgeous. So as you can see, I just put a thin layer of epoxy on my cup, and now I am just dumping this Harvest glitter on this cup. This glitter is so gorgeous, y'all. I really wish the Glitter Chimp was still in business so that you guys could get this glitter. It is beautiful. It is all fall. It is just absolutely beautiful. So find whatever fall color, whatever color reminds you of Thanksgiving the most that you have, and go ahead and just unleash on your cup and dump all of the glitter on it to make it as sparkly and as shiny as you want to. Once you are done glittering your cup, go ahead and make sure you have the right coverage that you want, all of that stuff. Pour your glitter back into your bottle to save the rest of that glitter, and then we're gonna go through and we're gonna roll our cup in order to get that glitter to stick down and really adhere to your epoxy. You wanna do this for a couple of reasons. The first reason is that when you epoxy, you don't want glitter sticking straight up. It is going to cause you a lot of headaches with how many layers of epoxy you're going to have. You're potentially never going to be able to get it as smooth as you want to. So just make sure that you really roll it, pat it, really try to get all that glitter to stick down. It is going to help you so much later on in your epoxy layers. I like to roll my cup, and I roll my cup enough times to where the glitter stops making the crunching sound. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but do it. Once you roll your paper on your cup, you'll understand what I mean. It makes a crunching sound, and when that crunching sound stops, you are ready to stop rolling. Now I'm taking my cup and I have let it cure for probably overnight. And I am now going to seal my glitter. The reason why I am sealing my glitter is because I want to have to do the least amount of epoxy coats as possible. So I am just taking my 50-50 mixture of CrystaLac glitter glue, and I'm taking a paintbrush and I am just spreading this glitter glue all over. As you guys can see, I'm doing a somewhat thick coat so that you can see the glitter glue. It is kind of drippy, but I just kind of have that problem. It just kind of drips on me. That's why I don't pour it directly on there, and I just use a paintbrush and I dip it in, and then I just make sure that I cover every little bit with the CrystaLac glitter glue, and then I let it sit for at least 2 hours. You have to let this sit for 2 hours to make sure that the glue is completely dry. I'll be honest, I probably waited 4 to 6 hours before I got back to this cup. But once you've let it dry for at least 2 hours, you then can go in and add your layer of epoxy. So once this was dry, I put it on my tumbler and I put 2 layers of epoxy on it. I did not record that part, so that's why I'm telling you now. Once it dried, put it on my tumbler and I put 2 coats of just regular setting epoxy. All right, you guys, we are all ready to the decal. So I have a super smooth cup now, and I am going through and I am just deciding where I want this on my cup. So I am taking this transfer tape is from Techwrap Craft, and this was too sticky. When I tried to get this off of my cup, you'll see here in just a moment, I really struggled to get this to get the transfer tape off of the cup once I've adhered the black vinyl down. That's because this is a stickier transfer tape than what I remembered it being. This is intended for Techwrap Crafts like shimmery vinyl, and the reason why I'm using this is because I could not find my regular transfer tape to save my life. Could not find it. It was nowhere. After I struggled with this so much, I looked up and it was about 1.5 feet to my left. So I just wasn't looking well enough. But I used this transfer tape. This transfer tape was too sticky. Do not use this transfer tape. Use a regular transfer tape, especially if you're just using a plain black vinyl like I am. So I am measuring and I am getting my decal to exactly where I want it to be on my cup. So I am taking it and I am peeling back, and I am using the hinge method in order to get this decal to lay flat onto my tumbler. And here in a moment is where you're going to see that I struggle to get this transfer tape off of this vinyl. It was painful. I was very frustrated, and I was like, man, I'm going to have to recut this vinyl because I am going to rip it to shreds. Turned out working out okay, but make sure that you don't use your strongest adhering transfer tape. Use your regular transfer tape, people. While you watch me struggle with this transfer tape and vinyl, if you wouldn't mind, and if you haven't already done so, will you please hit that like button down below? Will you hit that subscribe button? And then will you also share this with a friend? I know you guys have a lot of friends. I know that you know somebody who could benefit from this video. So share it with them. Like it, subscribe, do all the things. I also have recently learned that there is a hype button down there too. I don't know what that does, but go ahead and hit that one while you're just going to hit buttons. Not sure what it does, but can't be bad, right? So do those things for me while you watch me struggle getting this transfer tape off, and I appreciate it. So one thing that I forgot to mention is that this decal is from Cricut Design Space. I am a Cricut Access member, so I got this decal for free, but I will put the decal number in the description below, so if you're a member, you can also get this for free. Ugh, okay, so I finally got that dang transfer tape off, and holy moly, it was not fun. So here I am, because the transfer tape was so sticky. When I pulled it off, some bubbles did get into my vinyl. So I'm just taking my little pin, my weeding pin, and I'm just popping those bubbles and squeezing all the air out. So now I am taking the top layer of my decal, and I found my transfer tape. Like I said before, it was about 1.5 feet to the left of me. I went ahead, cut out a little bit of that transfer tape, and put it on the top decal. What I'm doing here is I am cutting apart my decal. I'm cutting it apart because I am not great at lining it up just all in one shot. I feel like I get a better result if the decal is big enough and it lends itself to being cut apart. I like to cut mine apart, and I like to put it on word by word, line by line, depending on what the decal is. It depends on how I cut it apart. So like here, I cut it apart in a couple of different sections. I cut apart the WTF part, I cut apart the leaf, and then I cut apart all three of the words, the wine thing, or wine turkey family part. You will see when I get to the words, this font is so skinny and so tiny, and this is Techwrap Crafts textured silver vinyl. This vinyl actually probably would have been really good to use with this super sticky because of the texture. It would have lended itself better than the black vinyl that I actually used it on. But I didn't want to risk it, and so I just used the regular vinyl. And you'll see that the only part that I kind of struggled with were the words. And I struggled with the words because they're just so fine and delicate. My initial plan was to just line it up and kind of hinge method these three words on it, but I was not very successful with that. It didn't go well. The transfer tape didn't pick up the letters as well as I thought that they would. So I kind of used my squeegee and I tried to put some pressure on it to release the vinyl from the backing. That didn't work so great. So I ended up cutting it into the three separate words, and I just manipulated it until I was able to get it onto the cup. Sometimes you just have to do that. Sometimes you have to be super patient and just go as slow as you possibly can. Now this footage is sped up quite a bit, so don't think that I'm actually moving this quickly, but go ahead and go as slow as you need to in order to get those letters and words off of the backing and onto the transfer tape. And then once you have them on the transfer tape, just go ahead and put them onto your either onto your cup directly or onto the offset of the decal that you are working with. So here in this part, I am trying to get this off, and for whatever reason, I thought it'd be a great idea to take my finger and stick it onto the vinyl, and then when I pulled, it came off of the transfer tape, and I'm like, wow, that was not my most brilliant moment that I have ever lived in my life. So I am just taking those pieces of letters that came off, and I am just putting them onto the cup by hand. It was only 2 letters. I believe it was the R and the U. The T stuck to the transfer tape, so I put that on, and then I made the U fit in there. So that is me putting on the decal. All right, now it was this cup's turn to get put on the turner, get a layer of epoxy put on it. I let that cure overnight. Then the next night I came back, did a very, very light sanding, and put another layer of epoxy on it, and that was it. Here in just a second, you are going to see the final product. Holy cow, you guys, this cup came out so stinking cute, and it was actually relatively easy to make, aside from my vinyl issue, but that's user error, not the vinyl. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please let me know below if you have any questions in the comment section, and again, please like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys next week, and I hope you have a great one. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. You can connect with me on social media with Facebook and Instagram, and you can also send me an email. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. But now it's time for you to watch the video that's suggested for you on the screen. Have a great day. Bye.